I did a consensus during committee.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Federal, local, and state is stricken, that's it.
Okay.
Okay.
You're gonna have to vote on that, huh?
Okay, all right, just for the record.
For the record, that was a typo, and we just left Go Tribe on there.
Okay, that was a typo.
Committee, yeah, I was committee consensus.
Okay, you may now proceed with your motion.
So do I make a motion to strike this federal and state and local?
No, no. Bill Watt has a question? Go ahead, Bill.
Thank you, Speaker. I'm just going to suggest one more amendment to the very end of the bill. It just says it will be effective blank days after the chairman signs it.
At this time, the committee has, go ahead, you want to answer that?
With the consensus from senators, we're just gonna pass it the way it is. But from our legal, we have a legal opinion on that from our legal, Don Gray.
Okay, well, you want to go ahead and proceed with your motion now?
Okay,
Senator, good luck.
I'll make a motion to waive second reading and add, we go to final roll call vote with amendments, blue line from the committee.
Okay, we need a second. Senator Sean Robert seconds it. Question by Senator Malbear. All in favor to move to final roll call? All in favor, raise your right hand. Fourteen yes, any no's? Any abstains? All right, we'll go ahead and move to final roll call vote from Black Lodge. Senator Freearns.
Three hands, Black Lodge, yes. Rogers, yes. Whiteclay, yes.
Senator Rohan, would you like to vote?
Yes, sir.
Govan, Oscar, yes.
Alderman Durant, yes.
Deputy, Bigord, yes.
Demont Luna, yes.
Spotboy, yes.
Good luck, mighty few, yes.
Elbear, mighty few, yes.
Virgin Ground, Reno's yes.
Gilbert, mighty few, yes.
15 yes, 0 no's, 0 abstain. This legislation has passed. Any proponents that would like to say a few words? Senator Goodluck. Floor recognizes J.R. Nopro.
Speaker, Secretary, Legislature, Noabe, say a few words on behalf of this it's a good day. One of the things, one of the wishes that you make for your children is one of the ways you can do that is by having a good home. This good home that you have, today, this legislation that you pass, it's going to cause a ripple effect. Put that stone in the stream and in the east side. So bathe in the stream with Kaddish. While you go there, while the GJ is right, lucky you could eat. And we can't just, the work begins like the pioneers of this Brandon and those others that started it, as well as Sean back there, the different laws we started way back. Now you can open those up again and it will
Thank you, J.R. Opro. At this time, we're going to go ahead and move on to natural resources. as protocol, this was, when I got a look over this, authorizing the chairman to execute on behalf of the Crow tribe documents necessary to sell tribal timbers on the open market. And I believe this was already hit the floor. It's in, on debate. Am I correct, Secretary? So at this time, we're in natural resources, debating or we're voting on the protocol, so.
It's gonna take us 30 minutes.
And this was already, go ahead, natural resources.
Thank you, Speaker. Yeah, we had a committee meeting on July 20th, and we had motions in place for district input, and we voted on those in committee, and you'll find them in your packet, amendments at the end. The amendments were with committee input were put in, I believe it was last year, and we had the red line and we made a final draft, and we talked about it in committee about having we had a consensus vote to have a district input with regards to district members and sacred sites. Do this, so with the committee recommendation, I'll send this to the floor.
Point of order from my, see from, I'll give a brief history. Okay. Microphone. Point of order on that, committee chair. Okay, from this item here, you accepted it and sent it to committee right away. So what you need to do is motion to get it on the floor, but once you get on the floor, you have to start off on a protocol where it's 30 minutes. Then you can go from there. How's that sound?
Thank you, parliamentarian.
Yes. Go ahead, Senator Whitehead.
Okay, with committee consensus, we're going to get the vote and send it to the floor.
Okay. We'll go ahead.
And I'll make a motion to bring it out of committee.
Okay, motion by Senator Whitehead, need a second by Senator Alden, question by Senator Yellowtail. All in favor, raise your right hand. Bryce, open it up. 15 yes, 0 no, 0 abstain. We'll go ahead and move on to 30-minute presentation. Good up. Okay, we'll proceed with 30-minute presentation. We already read it. Since it was already ready to record, am I correct?
July 21st, 2016.
July 21st. It was read into the record, so we would be at 30-minute presentation. Senator Whitehead, want to go ahead and have Bill Watt come up here for a 30-minute presentation.
I'll go ahead and read this presentation, Bill.
Floor recognizes Councilor Watt.
Thank you, Speaker, Committee Chair, members of the body. This was originally requested by BIA, I think last year, in a formal resolution that they provided. Their forester wanted the tribe, since they do under their regulations need a tribal resolution authorizing timber sales, they wanted just a general resolution authorizing BIA to advertise the sale and normal procedures and just handle it. And any signatures they need from the chairman, this would authorize. In the committee meetings last year and then again this year, it was clear that the tribal forestry staff believe that there's a lot better way to do this. There are very few timber mills around anymore. I think it's RY Timber in Livingston is about the only one within hauling distance from here. So they would probably be the only ones bidding. And the thought was that a negotiation with them on the price handled by the tribe would be a lot better way to give a lot better benefit for the tribe than having them just handle it in normal ways. Also, this included some stuff in the low mountains that the tribe just owned partial interest in, allotted land. So a brief conversation with the BIA was to clarify some of that. We tried to reflect those in here so that everybody have some idea what was actually going on. So this substitute was on as clarify the different types of timber, the wholly owned tribal timber and the priors, and the other partially owned tribal timber and the wolves, I believe. And it does authorize the executive branch to negotiate the sale price, and directs BIA to go ahead and handle the contracting pursuant to what the tribe has reached agreement on with the mill. It also provides, I know you've added for some district input on the timber sales, and also let the forest management deduction authorized by their regulations, rather than going to BIA forestry, but go to the tribe for use by the tribal forestry department on their management activities. I think that's a very short general overview. I have sent Kerry a quick email that this is on the floor, but haven't heard from him today. So hopefully that's just a little bit helpful by way of background and introduction. Thank you very much.
Okay, we got some. Okay. All right, well, at this time, we're still in 30-minute presentation. Go ahead, Senator Whiteley.
Yeah, well, I'd like to close the presentation.
Is that in the form of a motion?
Motion to end the 30-minute presentation.
I've got a motion on the floor. I need a second. Second by Senator Hill. Question by Senator Goodluck. All in favor, raise your right hand. Okay, we'll go ahead and cease 30-minute presentation. This was given to the Natural Resources, or designated to Natural Resources Committee Chair Frank Whiteley. What is your recommendation?
On July 20th, we had a recommendation from the committee and for its approval.
Okay, we'll go ahead and go to the floor. The floor is open for debate at this time. Go ahead, Senator Sean Gilbert.
This is not really a debate. I was just expressing in the committee that one thing that committee chair would like to applaud him on is he's receiving market value on these timber sales. And it seems like every time the Crow Tribal government, when we move forward on any kind of contract, any kind of services, if we're gonna sell any minerals, whatever it may be, it seems like we're always below market value. But today, with this contract, with these timber sales, we're at market value. And I'd like to applaud the chairman of the committee, Frank Whiteclay, and the committee members that were here today. And I also like to applaud Senator Bill Watt on his maturity today, that on that.
This Councilor.
Councilor Bill Watt on his maturity and assisting and supporting this. And I'd like to express that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Senator Sean Robert. At this time, Senator Whiteclay.
I'd like to cease debate and waive second reading.
Do you have the amendments? If you have amendments, we would need to read those. We can cease debate and go on to amendments.
The substitute.
Okay, so you're making a motion to cease debate right now?
Yes.
Okay, I need a second. Second by Senator Alden. Question by Senator Goodluck. All in favor, raise your right hand. Now we'll go on to moving to amendments. We'll go ahead and recognize Councilor Bill Watt to read the amendments.
Thank you, Speaker, Committee Chair. I believe you all have a red line, blue line of the substitute versions.
That was passed out earlier by Sherry and Jackie, I believe. So it's on your desk. You may proceed.
Speaker, with your permission, I'll just read the changes.
Go ahead.
First of all, to the title, you would insert the phrase to negotiate sales of tribal forest products and to execute on behalf of the Crow Tribe. The first whereas, there's a clause added that reads, so as to obtain the highest value. Speaker pointed out in the introduced by line at the very top of the resolution, we should substitute Alvin Not Afraid Jr. for Darren Oldkyle as the chairman. Again, in the first whereas, we add so as to obtain the highest value for tribal and individually owned forest products and provide employment opportunities for tribal members. In the second whereas, we would cut out lodgepole pine and substitute for that forest products in the following compartments and then insert located on individual allotments in the Wolf Mountains. And that is defined as the allotted lands timber. In the third whereas, the harvest schedule, you insert for tribally owned lodgepole pine in the Fire Mountains. In the last whereas on that page, after 280 acres of tribal lands. In the whereas at the top of page 1, substitute part 163 for section 163.14 and delete open market. Then add an entire whereas that reads, whereas in consideration of the limited local markets for Crow Tribal forest products, it appears to be impractical to secure competition by formal advertising procedures, and the forest products must be cut to protect the forest from injury, so it is therefore advantageous for the tribe to negotiate sales without advertisement as authorized by 25 CFR section 163.16 in order to obtain the highest value and tribal employment preference in the logging of the timber. Then in the next whereas, at the end, insert and in section 3F to approve to negotiate and approve or prevent any sale, disposition, lease, or encumbrance in tribal lands and trust resources with final approval granted by the legislative branch. Then, since there are extensive changes in the being enacted section, I'll read those entire sections. Section 1, that the chairman of the executive branch, with the assistance of the Tribal Natural Resources Department, is hereby authorized to negotiate with prospective purchasers and execute on behalf of the Crow Tribe all contracts, permits, powers of attorney, and other documents needed for the sale of tribal forest products and timber in the Plenty and Sword Bear logging units and the residual log full-time in the commissary, Old Knife, Brown Bear, and Predator logging units, subject to approval of the Secretary of the Interior or her designee pursuant to 25 CFR Part 163, including Section 163.16. Provided that A, the prior timber sales are logged with a prior mountain timber sales are logged with a conservative strategic plan, and that all the necessary conservation laws are implemented during the harvesting of logs and construction of logging roads. And B, the Bureau of Indian Affairs is requested and directed to take the necessary steps to prepare the sales and sale documents consistent with the terms negotiated by the tribe, and shall not advertise for or enter into any contracts for the sale of tribal forest products in these logging units without the express concurrence of the tribal chairman, striking some other previously included language. Section 2, that the chairman of the executive branch, with the assistance of the Tribal Natural Resources Department, is hereby authorized to negotiate with prospective purchasers and execute on behalf of the Crow Tribe all contracts, permits, power of attorney, and other documents needed for the sale of the Crow Tribe's fractional shares of forest products and timber in the Wolf Mountain allotted lands timber for the Lower Corral Creek logging unit, Sioux Pass Creek logging unit, and Davis Pine Creek logging unit, subject to the approval of the Secretary of the Interior or her designee pursuant to 25 CFR Part 163, provided that prices negotiated by the tribe shall also be offered to individual owners of the allotted lands timber. Section 3, that tribal revenue derived from the sales of tribal forest products authorized by this resolution will be reinvested into the tribal forest development business according to a business plan approved by the legislature to be included in the annual comprehensive budget under its own line item. Section 4, all negotiated sales by the chairman of forest products shall be on the basis of the highest market value and shall include district input from their respective districts, and such respective district representatives by a majority consensus shall make recommendations for final approval to the legislature. Then there's another Section 4, it should read Section 5, that the forest management reductions authorized by 25 USC Section 3105 and 25 CFR Section 163.25 shall be paid over to the tribe for use by the Tribal Forestry Department for forest land management activities pursuant to an expenditure plan prepared by the Tribal Forestry Department. Section 5, which should be Section 6, that the approval granted herein is effective on the date of this resolution.
Okay, at this time, I would need a motion for those amendments. Go ahead, Senator Whitely.
Yeah, make a motion for those amendments.
I need a second. Second by Senator Sean Wilbur. Question by Senator Gulak. All in favor, raise your right hand. (15) yes, 0 no, 0 abstain. Okay, we'll go ahead to second reading. Go ahead, Senator Whitely.
I'd like to make a motion to waive second reading. We go into final roll call vote.
Motion was made by Senator Whitecliff with amendments.
With amendments.
Okay. Need a second. Second by Senator Melgar. Question by Senator Goodluck. All in favor, raise your right hand. (15) yes, 0 no, 0 abstain. Blacklock, you may proceed with the final roll call vote.
Cheers. Like that, yes. I just did.
White Clay, yes.
Look at what that.
Delta, yes.
Move on. Abstain. Alden Gregory, yes.
Deputy Bighorn, yes.
Can you repeat that?
Deputy Gregory, yes.
Thank you.
Giovanni Lula, yes.
Zero. Abstain.
Good luck, Mighty Few, yes. Melville, Mighty Few, yes.
Burger Brown, yes.
Real Mighty Few, yes.
Kelly, Secretary,
13, yes.
13 yes,
2 abstain.
2 abstain, 0 no. This legislation has passed. Okay, at this time, we're gonna need, 2 committee meetings for the land buyback and, South Peak. So they'll be scheduled, so at this time, I'm asking for a recess until those committee meetings are done. Then we'll go ahead and proceed with special session. So at this time, I will need a motion to recess. Motion by Senator Hill, second by Senator Alden, question by Senator Goodluck. All in favor, raise your right hand.